Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with our midfield legend, Andres Iniesta, who in a recent interview talks about many important topics regarding Barca. He talks Messi, Xavi, Neymar, Guardiola's Barcelona, his goal for Chelsea, World Cup, and many more. We are going to be discussing on everything he had to say as we progress. Then to conclude this episode, talking about Memphis Depay, as it has been reported that Juventus are set to re-enter the market for the Barca forward in January. So callers, before we get right into those stories, do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. In a recent interview with TYC Sports, former Barca superstar Andres Iniesta discussed several topics ranging from his admiration of Lionel Messi, Diego Maradona, and Argentine football to the Barca team under Pep Guardiola, among many others. Hailing Messi as one of the best ever, Iniesta said, "The Messi of before and the one of now is different from all. He's number one. The only thing he has done is grow, improve himself, and make his teammates even better. A team with Messi has a very important point to achieve victories and titles. I haven't seen anyone to do the things he does." There has been a lot of rumble about Messi potentially returning to Barcelona next year when his contract with PSG comes to an end. Giving his opinion on the possibility, Andres Iniesta said, "Going back to Barcelona is never easy, but Leo can come back. It's still a possibility." Iniesta then added that Messi's presence made Argentina one of the favorites for the upcoming FIFA World Cup in Qatar, while insisting that he would be happy if his former Barca teammate won the World Cup. He said, "Argentina are one of the candidates for the World Cup. They have a great team with experience and young players. They are in a great moment. If Messi is there, of course, they are one of the favorites," he said. Other favorite teams are Brazil, Spain, and France. "If Leo wins the World Cup, I'm happy as a former teammate," Iniesta said. Iniesta was one of the strongest pillars of Pep Guardiola's all-conquering Barca side that won a whole host of trophies and dominated the European footballing scenes for several years in the late 2000s and the early 2010s. Reminiscing on that period, Iniesta said, "Guardiola's Barcelona stood out not only for the titles we won, but for the way we did it. It went beyond winning or losing. I never enjoyed football as much as I did during Guardiola's Barcelona era. Not only because of that midfield, but because of the team and the coach we had. I enjoyed it like never before, and I think that, what that team achieved was something that had never happened before," Iniesta said. Talking about his goal in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals against Chelsea in 2009, Iniesta said, "The Iniestazo is a moment for everyone. I can't attribute it to myself. That goal allowed us to play in the Champions League final and we did win it, and everything that came after." Iniesta left Barcelona in the summer of 2018 as a free agent. After his contract had run down, he departed having made over 600 appearances and won more than 30 titles. Looking back at his exit from Camp Nou, the Blaugrana icon said, "When I said goodbye to Barcelona, I felt pride, satisfaction, and happiness beyond the melancholy and sadness that a moment like this can give you." At 34 years old, looking back and seeing that all the effort I've put in, not only me but my family as well, everything have been rewarded because it's infinite pride. On the 3 favorite goals he has scored in his career, Iniesta said, "One with the national team against Belgium, very nice. Another in the last Copa del Rey final was nice, and one in the Bernabeu was very good. There hasn't been much, but they were cool. They were cool ones." Iniesta also touched upon his interaction with former Barcelona star and Argentine legend Diego Maradona, saying, "When Maradona came to see the Barcelona training, I was able to greet him. It was not a very long meeting. It was something stratospheric." Iniesta also had words of praise for another former Barca and Argentina footballer in Juan Roman Requiem, as he named him around the 5 teammates he enjoyed playing with most. He said, "The 5 players with whom I most enjoyed playing on the field were Xavi, Neymar, Eto'o, Busquets, and Roman. Iniesta said, we exchanged messages. We have maintained that contact. It was special to be with him in the locker room and watch him train and play, he said, revealing his admiration for Barcelona. For another Argentine icon, Iniesta admitted that he idolizes Pablo Aimar, saying, "My idol was Pablo Aimar from when I saw him play in Spain. For those of us who like football, it has always been special to see him play." Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona had to undergo a major squad overhaul in the summer, with multiple fringe players leaving the club in order to make way for new signings. The list includes players such as Samuel Umtiti, Clement Lenglet, and Philippe Coutinho, among others. Not all the fringe players were able to leave Spotify Camp Nou though, with the likes of Memphis Depay remaining at the club despite immense pressure. However, according to a recent report from Dario Sport, Depay's prospects of a move away from Camp Nou could be revived once again in the upcoming January transfer window. That is because Juventus, one of the clubs who were linked with a move for the Dutchman in the summer transfer window, are back in the market for the forward. They have reignited their interest in the player and are expected to make a move in January. Juventus' interest in Depay comes after a difficult start to the season that has seen them getting eliminated from Champions League group stages. They are also dwindling 8th in the league table in the Serie A and are nowhere close to competing for the league title. One of the main reasons behind their underperformance has been the lack of efficiency going forward. As such, Juventus are prepared to make a move for Depay, hoping that the Barcelona frontman could add more edge to the team's attacking lineup. Barcelona, for their part, are already working on sanctioning his exit in the January transfer window. FC Barcelona had notably offered the Dutchman a letter of freedom to leave the club in the summer, and he appeared close to joining Juventus, but the move did not materialize as the Bianconeri opted to sign Akadwizik Milik at the last moment. This time, however, they are hoping to reach an agreement that could ultimately benefit all parties involved. Memphis Depay continues to be linked with a move away from Barca. Of course, after last summer when he was rumored to be leaving the club, it did not materialize as Juventus had to collapse the deal and went for Milik. But now they are reporting that Juventus are still showing interest as they want to still further strengthen their attack, and Memphis is still linked with them. Of course, Memphis has had a very terrible season at Barca. Rarely does he get minutes to play, as of course Xavi always prefers Lewandowski, and more to that, Memphis is still injured. So the season is just a tie for Memphis, and it remains to be seen if you fancy leaving in January or wait till his contract comes to an end in June. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.